welcome to vlog number 12. The update from yesterday is that I called the potential client to try and onboard them, but they were not available, they didn't answer. So I'll be trying them later and then onboarding them then. But for now, we're going to be cold calling, catching up on leads that were partially interested yesterday. And that is kind of the plan for the morning and for, you know, the foreseeable future. So let's get to cold calling.
Hello?
Good morning, it's Michael again. I'm looking to do 3 leads for the company.
Yeah, if you could call back a little bit later on, that'd be great, mate. It's a little busy a second.
Okay, what time?
About lunchtime, mate.
Great, I'll call you at 12:30 then, is that okay?
Yeah, mate, make it 1 o'clock, please.
1 o'clock, yeah? Great, okay, thank you, bye-bye.
Hello?
Good morning, it's Michael again.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Great, what was kind of what are you thinking?
Oh, yeah. Well, I take I've got to sign up for something, 3 leads, have I?
So, the way that it works is we do it on Meta. Okay then, so I've just gotten off those couple of calls and they are catching up with leads that are interested, and they've both asked me to call them back later on today as they're currently busy out on jobs. So that is completely fair enough. So that is kind of the update. That's what we're going to be doing to move forward. Now what I'm going to do is cold call some more businesses, get them interested hopefully. Try and get them to become potential clients, whether we onboard them now, later on this evening, whatever that may be. And that is kind of the way it's going to go. So we are sort of making progress towards the £2,000 a month. I haven't been paid anymore, so I'm currently just sitting on the £80 that I got from the social media. But as it stands, we're getting potential clients interested, so hopefully in the near future that should be changing. And that is kind of the plan to move forward with it. We're going to try and get more people interested, cold call more people, and see what they say. And we'll go from there. So this evening I may be onboarding potential clients. I tried to call the one that was definitely he said he was definitely going to want to be onboarded later on yesterday, but then he wasn't available. So I called him again today. He was saying he was trying to get definitely onboarded today, sorry, not yesterday. And so I called him and he didn't answer, so we'll have to see, and I'll try call him in a bit. But that is kind of the plan for the morning. I'll update you later on during the day as to how it goes. But let me know in the comments below what sort of footage you like to see. As for the very few viewers who do actually watch my videos, as I don't have a massive following or a massive view count or anything like that, but for the people that do, I want to make sure that it's the best quality and it's something you actually want to watch. So please do let me know what sort of content, what footage you're looking to get. Do you like the cold calls? Do you like the more behind the scenes, day in the life footage? What sort of do you like? So do let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to try and make videos around that idea, or make videos according to that idea, put them so you can watch them and make it a bit more entertaining for you. So do let me know, and I will catch up with any comments that I see, and we'll go from there. So I've just done another few cold calls, and I've got some more people interested. They've asked me to call them back as they're all currently out on jobs, so I'm calling them around lunchtime. So that is kind of some progress. We'll see if we can get them onboarded as potential clients, get the ads running, etc. But that is kind of the way it's going. I'm going to continue to cold call this morning and this afternoon, try and get some more people on board. Then later on in the late afternoon towards the evening, I'm going to call back the people that wanted me to call them back to onboard them, or just tell them a bit more about how it works and then onboard them from there. So that is how the afternoon, how the evening is going to be going probably. So I will update you if I get to onboard new people or try to get the start the onboarding process. Then I'll take you with me and I will show you what it looks like. Obviously I can't show you too much information as it's all private, but that is kind of how it's going to go. So I've just finished the morning cold calling session. I'm now going to grab some lunch. I just finished lunch. I'm now going to get to calling one of the potential clients that may be onboarding today, and that is going to be in half an hour, so I'll get to doing that, and then I'll get to doing some more cold calls after that as well. So I've tried to call some of the people that were potentially interested in becoming potential clients of being onboarded this afternoon as well. A couple of them told me to call them later on this evening when they've actually finished their job, their shift, so I said that's absolutely fine. I'll be calling them this evening. Maybe we'll onboard them, maybe we won't, but we'll have to see. And if we do onboard them, like I said, I'll show you the process on here. I can't show you too much because of privacy reasons and security reasons, but I can just show you a simple layout of how we go from the call to then getting to learn about the business and then going on to the Meta platforms, and that is kind of the way we do it. But yeah, I have started to call the leads, the people that were actually interested in becoming potential clients of the Rise Up agency, but I haven't found anyone that's actually wanting to be onboarded right now, right yet, because they've asked me to call them back later, or they've actually said no, we're not interested now. So maybe they were trying to, just get me off the phone, or maybe they've changed their mind since then. But either way, we have got a few people that I've got to call later on this evening, maybe onboard them, maybe not, maybe they will become potential clients. And that's kind of the process, and that's going to be the afternoon. So I'll see you on later on this evening, where I go to call the people and try and onboard them. So now I'm going to call the potential client that may be looking to get onboarded this afternoon, so we'll see how that goes now. Hello, it's Michael again. You asked me to give you a call back at this time? Yeah, okay. So the process that it needs to go through is we need to... Okay, yeah, that's fine. So what I'll be looking to do then... So apparently they just had an emergency call out, and so I'm going to have to wait till later to call them back. So whether that's them trying to... trying to get me off the call, maybe they're not even that interested. Or maybe they genuinely did have an emergency call out. But we'll have to see how it goes. I'll call them back later, get their opinions on it, and see what happens as we go from there. As I just tried to say that we need to go into his Meta Business Suite. And then from there, the phone hung up, so I needed to call him back. And when I called him back, he said he had an emergency call out, and the fact that he needed to go. So of course, it's his business. He needs to do right for his clients and for his customers. But he had an emergency call out, so we'll be checking back in with him later, seeing how it's going, seeing if he wants to get started, if he wants to begin the process of the lead generation, and we will go from there. So I'll update you later as to how it goes. I was about to show you the process of onboarding a client, but unfortunately they had an emergency call out, so I can't show you that right now. But I have got some other potential clients lined up for tonight that may be being onboarded tonight as well. So if they are, I'll be showing you that as well. Now that I've, started the agency, started the YouTube channel, started the whole online business journey, whatever you want to call it, I just can't imagine myself in a place where, I'm not trying to be successful, I'm not trying to improve myself, whether that's physically, whether that's through the work that I do. I don't know, I was just thinking here, and even though they're not getting onboarded, even though they're not, we're not making progress with those particular clients, I was just thinking that, I can't imagine myself not doing this and not trying to become better, not trying to become a better version of myself through business, through fitness, whatever it may be. It's just, once you start it, I don't think it's something you can truly understand or appreciate unless you start, whether it's a side hustle, whether it's a fully blown, out there business, whatever it may be. I just think you won't understand, or you can't appreciate the feeling of trying to improve, and when you do start to see even just a glimmer of results, it just boosts your confidence, the fire inside of you to do it even more. And that is something that I do think many people are missing out on by not starting. So when they do go, I want to start that Instagram account, I want to become an online personal trainer, for example, there's a lot of people that just think about it and don't do it, and then that's why they sort of lose the passion, or the feeling of them wanting to do it. So if you just start and you understand that once you're so far in, or once you're, you get some of the way there, or you just start to get the glimmer of success, maybe you're starting to get DM replies but you haven't got any clients yet, whatever it may be, you won't fully appreciate the thing of trying to become better, or trying to make progress either with yourself, with the business, with your fitness, whatever it may be. If you just start something, then once you get some way through it, you will just understand and appreciate that actually, once you start, you get to learn, and you love, building yourself, or building the company, building a journey, or documenting a journey. Once you start it, you do appreciate that. Even if you look back on the past 3 months and that you've learned from that 3 months from when you started, isn't that something to actually, be proud of, and something that you should aim to always improve? You should always aim to improve your knowledge, or become the best in your field, whatever it is, whether it's personal training, whether it's fitness, whether it's business, it's particular online business, whatever it may be. just by learning and adapting constantly, even over 3 months, you can have a significant improvement, whether that's in profit or just in your knowledge, because it's something that many people will not appreciate because they don't start. So by just getting started with your online business, with your personal training, whatever it may be, just get started with it. It's the only way to make progress. And when you do start, that is when you truly begin to appreciate and understand that once you start the journey, if you don't give up and if you keep going with it, it's really easy, and it's actually more easy to keep going with it if it's something that you love than to leave it. So a lot of people do just judge things based on, oh, it's not working for the here and now. I've tried this thing for a week, it's not working, I'm going to leave, I'm going to quit it. But actually, if you stay consistent with it, if you learn more about it, or you just get better with maybe a cold outreach or something else related, then you truly appreciate the journey, you having to get that first client by any means necessary, whether it's DMs, whether it's cold calling, whether it's emails. And that is something, like I said, that a lot of people don't fully appreciate because they don't start. So my biggest piece of advice to you would be just start, because even if it's hard, even if it's something that you envisioned would go so easily and so smoothly well, and it hasn't, it's taken a few more steps than you thought, you've had a few more setbacks than you thought, but it's something that you will learn to love if it's something you can see yourself doing. If it's something you have a real passion for, your love will grow for it. And that's something I've noticed, even starting this channel 4 months ago, 5 months ago, I think. Although I haven't gained many subscribers, although I don't have many views per video, like my last video got 5 views or something like that. But this one, when you learn through the journey and you think, actually, if I stick at this long enough, this could become something, and it could become something successful, whether it's the business, whether it's my YouTube, whether it's my social media, and I'm just, keep putting out the videos just because I've learned to fall in love with the journey. I fall in love with whether it's hard work, whether it's easy work, whether it's work that needs doing or not needs doing. It is just something that, at the end of the day, I've grown to love. And I think if it's something you truly have a passion for, if it's something you really can see yourself doing in the future, and even if it's a side hustle, you're just starting it. Yeah, if it's something you have a real passion for, something that you can see yourself doing, something you look forward to growing, even if it's hard, then your passion, your love, that drive inside of you for it will naturally grow. No matter if the work's hard, if it's easy, if it feels like it's really pointless, but it's actually in the end result of it is getting you somewhere, then why not go for it? And especially if you're starting something like a Instagram account and it's free and you have nothing to lose, then why wouldn't you start it? And why wouldn't you try to become better? Why wouldn't you want to improve your life, either for your family, for yourself, maybe for your friends as well? But whatever it is, why wouldn't you want to become something more than you are now, or try and improve in a way that is uncomparable to anything you could have ever thought? And if someone else has achieved it, then why can't you achieve it? And that is a really powerful message, and something that I want to put out there to people through the YouTube, through my social media, whether it's learning about an agency, whether it's learning about online business, whatever it may be, just get started with it. And it's the only way, and I can't stress that enough, the only way is to make progress, is to actually get started with it, learn the most you can about it, understand what it's all about. From there you can decide if it's for you, if it's not, but the clarity, the clarification will only come after your action. You won't learn about it, or you won't understand if it's right for you or not, if you don't first try it. So that is my big urge to you, if you haven't started it yet. Instagram account, whatever it is, online business, that website for your personal training, just get started with it. And if you are going to try it, then give it, your best, and try to actually get somewhere with it, rather than saying, oh, I really want to do this, but then you try once for a week and that's it. If you consistently try and you work on getting your clients results, if you're involving with clients, providing your customers with the best possible experience, as when you're starting out, you're probably going to have very few customers. So by treating them very well, they might recommend more customers to you. That's what I've experienced. I had a client and he gave me some more numbers and passed then, the numbers around. And from there, I've gained more clients. So by treating your first client correctly, or your first few clients correctly, staying in contact with them is a very key thing. Client communication is a massive part of anyone's sort of business, as it's really key to stay in contact with them, make sure that you understand what was good about your service, what wasn't, updates about the business, etc. You need to be there, you need to be actively involved with their business, with their sort of the way that you want to operate, whether you're running ads, whether you're doing SEO. You need to understand the ins and outs of their business, what's going on, what have they changed, do they provide a new service now, have they made a new product now, whatever it may be. By just getting started, by understanding your client's business, it's the only way to learn, because when you interact with real life clients and not just watch YouTube videos about how to gain clients, it's the only way to actually find out if you're in a particular area or in a particular niche. You understand how they operate, because maybe you've been watching YouTube videos, they told you this is the only way to acquire clients, but it was for a completely different niche to the one you're in, and that could all be not relevant to your topic, to your niche, to the thing you're going for. So by keeping and actually trying to take action is a really important step. It's the only way to make progress through whatever it is you're trying to do, whether it's lead generation, whether it's social media management, whether it's drop shipping, whatever it may be. Just get started with it. It's the only way to find out if it's good for you, if it's not good for you. A clarification will only come after you take action. That is my one and only urge to you. Please do start something if you're thinking about it, especially if you have nothing to lose. If it's like starting an Instagram account, then why wouldn't you want to become better or more productive, or build a better future for you, for yourself, for your family, whatever it may be? Just get started with it. It's kind of near the end of the day, and I just called the last potential client, and it appears that they've ghosted me, they've blocked my number. So they are not going to be onboarded soon. I left them a voicemail, so maybe they might call back or might respond soon, but I highly doubt it. So we have actually gone the whole day without onboarding a single potential client, which is a big disappointment. That is what I was looking to do today. If you were watching the vlog yesterday, you'll understand that I actually gained a few interests and got people wanting to perhaps be part of the Rise Up agency, but today they haven't been onboarded. No one's responded, or they want me to call them back later, either tomorrow or just in the future. So that is a big disappointment, but there we are. We'll have to deal with it, and we will have to move forward and try to get some more potential clients on board with the Rise Up agency. And that is kind of the video. If you want to see the live updates of my day-to-day of trying to make at least £2,000 before I go back to school, please do have a look on my social media platforms, as I update them daily there. I do day by day. Currently I'm on day 11, I believe. And so that is kind of, if you're more interested about the day-to-day updates, then you can go and see them on there. But otherwise, I'll thank you very much for watching. Remember to take it one step at a time, and I'll see you in the next one.